Day 2, 6:10 a.m. Doesn't quite get light like it used to at this time. So, here we go. Got here last night, 20.4 miles, no water. So I have a very tiny amount of water. I couldn't use my electrolytes like I wanted to. Had enough for dinner and a little bit of electrolytes. The water source is dry. And unfortunately, I have 4.3 miles to go to get to water. So hopefully we can get there. Got some foot issues on the left side. Honestly, what I should have done was just paid a shuttle driver to just do a key flop and bring my truck instead of leaving it in Rutland. Just bring it down to locations. I could have had it all geared up with stuff I need. It's still done the same job. I could have slack packed instead of carrying 6 days worth of food on me. So we'll see how this foot goes, because if I have to keep doing 20-mile days, it may be a tapping out. We'll have to see. Fingers crossed. It was like this all day. This old tired body could like this. Going down. Made it in the nick of time. Right next to the road. I gotta take a break and get some water and get some food. Check out my map. Alright. Fueled up, filled up. Got some stuff in my belly. Just met a young couple. They're heading to Killington today. They're tapping out there. Must be sectioning. Got a series of ups and downs today. We'll see how far I can make it. Unfortunately, I won't be going over Stratton today, and I think maybe tomorrow, and that's, I think, when the rain's supposed to come. Which, in itself, for hiking is bad, but for the fact that this is a very dry area currently, it's a good thing. They just told me my next reliable water source is in 7 miles. I do have my liter filled up, and the temperature is in the cool side, overcast. I thought it was supposed to light rain today, so I should be all set for the next 7 miles. And when I get 7 miles in, I will stop and camel up. But if it stays like this would be really nice. But there is a big hill in front of me I can see. But they seem to be skirting the tops. I will take that. The rock graveyard. I remember this. This is where people who talk about leave no trace show that they actually don't practice it. Well, that was my first tumble of the trip. Going up around there. I don't know how that happened. Landed in all those branches. Thankfully none of them stuck me. As we make our way to the next water source and have another break. My spider windshield wipers out. Been eating a lot of fiber today, which tells me that the Noble hikers I passed had already come this far yesterday. Stayed at the last shelter, which gave the spiders time to regroup. And I haven't seen any Noble hikers today to clear the trail for me. So, I'm going to eat a lot of fiber. Well, I was hoping to escape the rain to until I got to a shelter tonight. I think the heavy stuff's coming tomorrow. But it did say light rain today. So I did put my pack on. And then if it kind of lets up, I can just take my sleeves out and drape this behind me. It'll keep the pack covered. And this way, if I need to put it back on, I can put it back on. But that just means I'm not going to put my tent up tonight. I'm going to find a shelter. It also means I probably won't be doing a lot of video. Embrace the suck. Ooh. I'm going to take a quick break here, see what my miles are for the day. Not a bad spot to stop, plenty of water. We'll see. Prairies over there somewhere. I don't know what on earth that was. Huh. Goes way down in there. But it is beautiful down there, so it had something to do with the water, I would imagine. Just before 2 o'clock. And I say that shelter has put me just a little over 14 miles. But with it being so early still, there's 2 more shelters I can go to. And I'm thinking about going to, I think it's called Peru Peak. It's like 6 miles. There's something over there too. I wonder if there's a bridge I'm crossing. Yep. There's a tenting site near Griffin Lake. Just going by, but unless I know what the forecast is and I can't get service, I'd rather stay in the shelter tonight, especially if it's going to rain. Tent platform, marsh pit. Kirby. Home for the night. I'll put my stuff up there somewhere. A little dark and dang, but it's supposed to rain. I did get water at the previous place, but there's water right there, so well, it wasn't that far. Alright guys, this is probably like 20 something miles today. I gotta get my stuff set up. Day 3, Wednesday. About 6:30. Note to self. Before it gets dark, make sure you know which direction the trail is in the morning. Spend about 10 minutes walking around camp looking for the trail. Well, I'm trying to not disturb everybody else in the shelter. It was just me for about 6 o'clock, and all of a sudden, boom. 4 more people showed up, 4 or 5. And as usual, I'm not complaining, it's not raining, so I could have pitched my tent. exited the Peru Peak Wilderness. Unfortunately, when I went over the peak yesterday, there was nothing to peak at. And unfortunately, I think the next couple of days is just going to be a bunch of puds. So I don't anticipate views at all. I wanted to try to make it to a shelter so I can take a quick break, get dry, and I gotta get to my vitamin I, ibuprofen. I have an issue with my left knee. Doesn't like the downhill, so if it's like this for a while, that's fine, but it's gonna be this all day, it looks like, rainy. And here you go, here's another one in the other distance. Well water, 1 drop chlorine. We will pick up the empties. That's good to know. I mean, you gotta have some level of trust out here. So at least they're looking out for the hikers. I think it's too moist. See if the door is open. I think there's a problem. I'm going there and have a break. Nice place, dry. I've got a dryer there, so how nice is that? There's no bathroom, but place to dump your trash. Looks like an emergency phone. That was charging for a little bit. But my goal is to get to Stratton. Can't sit around all day. Pack it up and go. Got some water there. Campbelled up. Drank as much as I could. Had a couple of handfuls of Skittles. Bromley Brook. And we keep going. Closest thing you're coming to a view today. You can hear the road. Must have come from somewhere over there. Onward. That way. Pretty much spend my day. On with the hood, off with the hood. Doesn't want to make up its mind what it wants to do. So I keep toward Stratton Pond Shelter. I got a ways to go. And it's going to put me about the time I normally shut down for the day. Then I have to make up my mind whether to push to go up to the top and get a spot in the fire tower for the night, or worst case scenario, pitch my tent. There are places, but I would have to carry my water up, and I would have to get it at the shelter, Stratton Pond, I guess. So we got to make that determination when we get there, but we've got ways to go. Well, been walking this for a little bit. I don't know if it's going to punch me back in the woods before Stratton Pond. But when I dropped out, there was a sign saying 5.5 miles to Stratton Pond, so that's cool. I just don't know where that is in conjunction with the shelter. But I did have a Larimer bar and electrolytes. Give me that last oomph before I get there. Piece of equipment. Long trail north. I don't think I need to get water here. 3/4, it said. That means 3/4 of a mile to the pond. I won't have to come back to get water. Now, looks like this is night for tonight. Stratton Pond Shelter. 1/4 mile. Ugh. 3 miles to Stratton Mountain. And there is no camping allowed up on top. Either tenting or at the fire tower, which was what I wanted to do. But a Noble hiker had mentioned that it was posted that you couldn't. So I decided to check the app. It says there is a caretaker up there, so I'm not going to hike 3 miles to find out I can't camp there. So I guess I'll do the 1/4 mile here. At least I know at the pond I have water. Still puts me at over 20 miles, and it's about an hour earlier than my normal stop. So that's good. Alright. I wish there was camping here. I'd say here, you gotta take a right and go down to get your water. So there was a spring, but I don't see a spring. And as usual, they want to suck the fun right out of it. No camping. So I'm gonna get my water, head back in the other direction. Well, unfortunately there are people there, so that's my home for the night. I'll cut it short here.
That's all, folks.